Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you this. What if I told you that the difference between where you are today and where you dream of being lies in the things you do every single day? Not the things you do occasionally, but the actions, habits, and choices you make repeatedly. Transformation is not the result of grand gestures or sporadic bursts of effort. It is the outcome of consistent, deliberate, and often seemingly insignificant actions repeated over time. Let's explore why this principle holds the key to lasting success and personal growth. Imagine planting a seed. You don't expect it to grow into a towering tree overnight. Instead, you water it daily, ensure it gets sunlight, and protect it from harm. Over time, the seed transforms, breaking through the soil, developing roots, and eventually becoming something far greater than its humble beginnings. The process may seem slow at first, even imperceptible, but the results are undeniable. The same principle applies to your life. It's not about doing something massive once. It's about doing small things consistently. The key is in the repetition, the dedication to showing up and putting in the effort, even when progress feels invisible. Whether you're trying to improve your health, build a business, strengthen relationships, or learn a new skill, it's the daily actions that create the foundation for success. Consistency works because it taps into the power of compound interest. Not in the financial sense, but in the personal growth sense. Each action you take builds upon the one before it. For example, reading 10 pages of a book each day might not seem like much, but over a year, that's 3,650 pages, roughly 12 books. Similarly, exercising for 20 minutes a day may not feel transformative in a week, but over months and years, it reshapes your body and boosts your energy levels in ways you couldn't have imagined. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Why is consistency so hard? The answer lies in our tendency to seek immediate gratification. We live in a world where results are demanded instantly, and when we don't see immediate rewards, we often give up. However, true transformation requires patience. It requires faith in the process, even when results aren't yet visible. Consistency also builds trust with yourself. Each time you follow through on a small action, you reinforce your belief in your ability to commit. Over time, this creates a powerful sense of self-discipline and confidence. You begin to see yourself as someone who honors their commitments, no matter how small, and this belief spills over into every area of your life. The good news is that consistency doesn't mean perfection. You don't have to be flawless to succeed. You just have to be persistent. Missing a day or slipping up isn't failure. It's an opportunity to recommit. What matters most is that you keep going, that you don't let one missed step derail your journey. In the end, the actions you take every day, no matter how small, become the building blocks of your transformation. They compound over time to create something monumental. So, start small, stay consistent, and trust the process. Remember, greatness isn't about doing extraordinary things once. It's about doing ordinary things extraordinarily well, every single day. Take a moment to reflect on your life right now. Where you stand today, your health, career, relationships, and even your mindset is a direct result of the habits you've cultivated over time. Your future, too, will be shaped by the habits you decide to keep or change starting today. That's the power of habits. They define the trajectory of your life. The habits you define the trajectory of your life. Habits are the building blocks of success or stagnation. They are the automatic routines and patterns of behavior that govern much of your day. The beauty of habits lies in their ability to automate progress. When a good habit becomes ingrained, it requires little conscious effort, yet yields tremendous long-term benefits. Conversely, a negative habit can steer you away from your goals, often without you even realizing it. Consider the profound impact of small habits compounded over time. For example, the habit of spending just 15 minutes a day learning a new skill can make you an expert in a few years. On the other hand, mindlessly scrolling through your phone for 15 minutes daily can add up to hundreds of hours lost in a year, time you'll never get back. These small, seemingly insignificant choices accumulate, shaping the person you become and the life you live. The key to shaping a better future lies in consciously choosing habits that align with your goals. Start by identifying the areas of your life that you want to improve. Then, break those goals into actionable steps that can be repeated daily or weekly. Want to improve your health? Develop the habit of drinking more water, eating balanced meals, and exercising regularly. Want to grow your career? Make it a habit to network, read industry books, or dedicate time to learning new skills. But building positive habits requires effort and intentionality. The process often begins with small, manageable changes. Trying to overhaul your life overnight can be overwhelming and unsustainable. Instead, focus on making tiny adjustments, small habits that feel almost too easy to ignore. Over time, these small wins build momentum, making it easier to tackle bigger challenges. Equally important is eliminating habits that no longer serve you. Every bad habit has a trigger, a routine, and a reward. To break free, you must first recognize the trigger, what sets the habit in motion. Then, replace the routine with a healthier one that delivers a similar reward. For example, if stress leads you to unhealthy snacking, consider replacing that behavior with a walk or a few deep breaths to relieve tension. The most powerful thing about habits is their cumulative effect. While the results may seem invisible at first, consistency over time yields exponential returns. This is why successful people emphasize daily discipline. It's not because they are superhuman, but because they understand the compounding power of habits. Your habits are like seeds you plant in the garden of your life. Some will grow into beautiful flowers, while others may become weeds. Choose wisely what you plant, because your future depends on it. With the right habits, you have the power to design a life of purpose, growth, and fulfillment. Discipline. The very word might conjure up feelings of restriction or sacrifice. Yet in reality, discipline is not about limitation. It's about liberation. It's the bridge between your dreams and your reality. The truth is, the discipline you exercise today will determine the level of freedom you experience tomorrow. Think of discipline as a form of delayed gratification. In the moment, it might feel like you're giving something up. You resist the impulse to hit snooze, skip the workout, or indulge in a fleeting distraction. But what you're really doing is choosing a future reward that far outweighs the temporary comfort you're bypassing. Discipline is the conscious act of trading short-term pleasure for long-term fulfillment. Imagine for a moment that you want financial freedom. What does it take to get there? It requires the discipline to save when it's tempting to spend, to invest instead of splurge, and to live below your means while building wealth. At first, these decisions might feel like sacrifices, but over time, the power of disciplined financial habits creates a life where you're not shackled by debt or money worries. Instead, you gain the freedom to pursue your passions, travel the world, or retire early, all because you chose discipline over impulsiveness. The same principle applies to your health. Discipline today might mean choosing a balanced diet over junk food, or prioritizing exercise when you'd rather relax. These small, disciplined choices protect you from a future burdened by health issues. Instead, they pave the way for vitality, energy, and longevity. Freedom to live your life fully without limitations imposed by preventable health problems. Discipline is also a tool for mental freedom. In a world filled with endless distractions, the ability to focus on what truly matters is a superpower. Discipline helps you resist the pull of mindless scrolling, excessive screen time, or unhealthy habits. It allows you to cultivate mindfulness, deepen your relationships, and focus on meaningful goals. By practicing discipline, you free your mind from the clutter and chaos of modern life. Now, let's address a common misconception. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's not about rigidly adhering to rules or punishing yourself for missteps. True discipline is about consistency and self-compassion. It's about showing up more often than not and getting back on track when you stumble. It's about having a clear vision of your goals and taking intentional steps toward them, day after day. One of the greatest rewards of discipline is the confidence it builds. Each time you keep a promise to yourself, you reinforce your sense of self-worth. You begin to trust yourself more deeply, knowing that you have the strength and commitment to do what needs to be done. This inner confidence fuels even greater freedom. Freedom from doubt, insecurity, and fear. Ultimately, discipline is not a restriction, it's a gift you give yourself. It's the foundation for creating a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. Remember, the pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. By choosing discipline today, you're unlocking a future filled with freedom, fulfillment, and boundless opportunity. Success often appears to be the result of luck or extraordinary talent, but let me tell you a truth that reshapes that narrative. Success is not an accident. It doesn't fall into anyone's lap by chance. Success is crafted, built, and nurtured through deliberate daily rituals that align your actions with your goals. The first step in understanding this principle is recognizing that success is a process, not an event. When we look at someone who has achieved remarkable success, a thriving career, a healthy lifestyle, or fulfilling relationships, we often focus on the results. What we don't see is the consistent effort, discipline, and intentional habits that led them there. Those daily rituals, repeated over time, become the foundation upon which success is built. Deliberate daily rituals provide structure to your life. They ensure that you're consistently moving toward your goals, even when motivation wanes or distractions arise. Without structure, it's easy to drift through the day, reacting to whatever demands your attention rather than proactively creating the outcomes you desire. But with intentional rituals, you gain control over your time and focus, ensuring that your energy is directed toward what truly matters. These rituals don't have to be complex or time-consuming. In fact, the simpler they are, the more likely they are to stick. Consider the impact of starting your day with a morning routine designed to set you up for success. Perhaps it includes 10 minutes of mindfulness, a quick workout, and writing down your top priorities for the day. Each of these actions might seem small, but collectively, they create a powerful momentum that carries you through the day with clarity and purpose. Another critical element of deliberate rituals is alignment with your goals and values. It's not enough to be busy. You must ensure that your daily actions are moving you in the right direction. This requires self-reflection and clarity about what you truly want. For example, if your goal is to improve your health, then daily rituals might include meal prepping, drinking enough water, and getting 30 minutes of exercise, or anything else that might get in the way of those objectives. If your goal is to advance your career, your rituals might include learning a new skill, networking, or dedicating an hour each day to a key project. The beauty of daily rituals lies in their compounding effect. At first, the results may seem small or even invisible, but over time, these consistent efforts lead to exponential growth. Think of a musician who practices their instrument every day. In the beginning, progress may be slow and incremental, but after months and years of consistent practice, their skill reaches levels they couldn't have imagined at the start. Now let's address a key point. Success rituals require intentionality. It's not about mindlessly going through the motions. It's about engaging with your actions fully, knowing that each step you take brings you closer to your goals. This mindset transforms rituals from mundane routines into powerful tools for success. Remember, success is not reserved for the lucky or the naturally gifted. It's the result of showing up every day, committing to deliberate actions, and trusting the process. By embracing daily rituals that align with your aspirations, you take control of your destiny. Success isn't by chance, it's by choice. Choose wisely, act deliberately, and let your daily rituals guide you to the life you envision. The life you desire, the success you dream of, and the transformation you seek are all within your reach, but they won't happen by chance. They require deliberate effort, consistent habits, and unwavering discipline. The small, intentional actions you take every single day form the foundation of your future. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Transformation doesn't come from grand gestures or fleeting bursts of motivation. It's born from the rituals you choose to commit to daily. Rituals that align with your values and push you toward your goals. Discipline today creates freedom tomorrow. The habits you cultivate now will shape your future, while the deliberate choices you make will unlock the door to success. This is your opportunity to take control, to act with intention, and to design a life of purpose, growth, and fulfillment. So start today. Begin with small, meaningful steps. Commit to consistency even when it feels challenging. Trust the process, because the rewards will be worth every ounce of effort. Success is not by chance, it's by choice. Make the choice to create the life you deserve. One day, one action, and one ritual at a time. Your future self will thank you.